Hi, my love. This is Jaded Kisses. I am so excited. I have some updates letting you guys know what's going on with me and what's coming up for July, August, September, October, and kind of November actually. Um, I'm a fashion designer in New Orleans. I study fashion at Houston Community College in Houston, Texas. I have associates in visual design, fashion design, and I also have minors in visual merchandising. So what that means is I can put looks together via pattern grade or via flat patterning and draping. So however you want to create a look, I can actually create that for you. Also, have a specialty in dyeing, nuno felting, and like things like that. So if you, let's say you want a dress, a custom dress, a specific color, I know how to dye those specific fabrics, whether they be natural fibers like silk, cotton, things like that, or man-made materials because those are dyed differently. So I wanted to take that and actually start helping people, like actually make what I do matter. No matter where you go, what time, how old you are, you're always going to need clothes. So what I wanted to do was teach women to be smarter shoppers. I wanted to teach them the difference between silk and silk blends with like polyester and cheaper, not man-made or something synthetic. So when you have synthetics, they tend to not react the same, but you want to get the benefits, but they have flaws as well. So, excuse me. What I've been doing lately is kind of actually working on structuring my business like a business. For a while there, I was operating my business more like a hobby. So instead of just sewing, I was working on some other things. So now I just truly want to focus on fashion design and styling. Um, it's hard to sometimes, when I do so many things well, sometimes it's hard to just put on one hat and do that. But those things drain me. It's really draining to do certain things. Just because they pay well doesn't necessarily mean that that's my passion. So I truly just want to do that. And then I started to consider doing one-on-one to versus one to many. I prefer one to many because it's more like a mastermind effect, and the people in the room that I am surrounded by or will be surrounding new entrepreneurs with will help them and show them the difference between a positive influence and a positive energy source around you when you're trying to get things done, and a negative thing. Now, how does that relate to fashion? That relates because how you feel reflects in how you dress. So tomorrow, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but I'm going to announce it anyway. I'm doing a meet and greet here in New Orleans at a private location for some private clientele. If I could actually talk, that would be great, right? But I'm doing a meet and greet breakfast, and I want to get women CEOs and entrepreneurs and mompreneurs and all these tags together that people are interested in fashion, that are actually either in the industry as fashion designers, stylists, those things like that, as well as mom entrepreneurs in other areas, because that's important to be able to speak to a actual designer so you can ask them questions or do like just networking to see what you have and what they have and how we can actually help one another. Women account for over more than half of the spending. So instead of spending in every other aspect or for other cultures and other everything else, why don't we support women? And I'm so for that. Support people knowing that you don't have to have your face beat to the gods, to do good business. But people do look at how you look, how you present, how you sound, people do look for those things to nitpick and use against you. But when you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter. Um, so I will be doing the firm meet, the style meetup, and that's just to get people working together. So many people come to me with great ideas, and then in the process they fall off with the work. And I'm just saying, look, it would be great to see a lot of people working together. It would be great to see, people coming with their children and showing their children that this can be done, that it can be done not only for women by women, but for our children. And like, there are so many cultures that do business with their children in tow, and they're 6, 7 figure deals, and they do them with their children in tow. But yet, when we come to other business meetings, it's like seen as taboo and tacky to have your children in there because they don't know how to act. They're children, first of all, and business The best business I've ever seen revolves around family and understanding. So I want to teach women how to shop, how to work with your children, how to get out your blog and do the things that you're really, really wanting to do in the way that you want to do it. In the way that you're wanting to do it, because as women entrepreneurs, you have to take the things that you're strong in and the things that people are asking you about and give them full-heartedly. So tomorrow is the meet and greet at a private location for the private clients, and we'll be talking about business, fashion, and family. That's it. That covers everything. And in talking about business, we'll sit down and talk about money and the things that we're juggling and the reasons why people don't start businesses sooner is because of fear. Plain, point, simple. So I want to show women that it can be done, and I also want to show them that it can be done by them. And I'm really excited to announce, one, I'm almost done with the collection. I never thought I would be able to do. I've started a collection 3 times and never finished it. So that was major, actually overcoming something like that. Lately, I've been having like this thing with anxiety. Am I good enough? And are my designs going to work? And I recently saw an 11-year-old girl. She's Nigerian and she started her line. She's a full-blown fashion house and she's 11. If an 11-year-old can launch a fashion design line, there's no excuse. So I want to support as many people as I can in the process, as well as launch as many things as I can that are going to help people. What are you looking for when you're going shopping? What are some things that you don't like? Like, these are the things that will be addressed, and these are the things that I want to know when dealing with shopping or a personal stylist. What are your issues? What are you dealing with? And those things I'll be using to address, in the workshops and in the classes, because I want to know what you're having problems with, because I have a wealth of knowledge that I want to share. But if I don't know what you're looking for, I can't help you. People say they want a stylist, they say they want a fashion designer, but when in the actual meeting, you discover that sometimes you didn't vet the person as good as you could have. And not only that, you also discover that maybe you're not the best person for this client. And there's nothing wrong. I've been fired as a client at least once, and I was just having a hard time in life. So I knew I probably shouldn't have, but I knew the value of it. Now I understand that it's not the money, it's your mindset. So I have to put myself out there more, and that's me doing this now. Like, I'm doing a monthly, and if you can't get to the meet and greet, that's cool. I'll be doing it every first Friday of every month at an independent or a locally owned business throughout the summer. And we'll get to try the foods and meet other people and meet the entrepreneurs and really build a network of people trying to do something. And before we end, I wanted to do a quick little announcement about and some updates. So, like I said, I'm working on a 10-piece collection of Jaded Kisses, just launching the brand. Like, you see style posts and you see all these things, and sometimes those are other people's designs that I really like, or designers that I value, but those are other people's clothing. So I'm putting out a 10-piece mini capsule collection this year, and I'll announce the dates and drop all the cool stuff later. I'm really excited about working with a new group of photographers. I'm excited about working with a new group set of models, makeup artists, hairdressers, rappers. Like, I've been working with a lot of new people out here, and I'm excited because they're excited about what they do. So the collection is coming out. I'll be in Atlanta July 29th through the 31st, and I'll be doing a pop-up kind of sample sales. So if you're in Atlanta and you love fashion and you've been following me and you support, come out and let's have a good time, and we'll probably do like drinks and meet up out there as well. I'm excited to be doing the sample sales. I have so many samples from over the years, and I really would like to. People have been asking for them for years, so I'm finally releasing them in a few different cities, and the first city that's coming up is Atlanta. So that's until next time, guys. I'm Jaded Kisses, and this is a beautiful day. Don't waste it. Don't waste your life wishing that you did something that mattered when you could have. There's no excuse on why you can't launch that bakery, why you can't launch that book, why you can't launch the thing that you're wanting. When I started, I was straight popping my trunk, and sometimes I still pop my trunk. and it paid the bills, and it got people familiar with who I was, and I showed up to people's events and they didn't know me, and their weddings and things like that. And I showed up. I just kept showing up. No matter how many anxiety attacks we have, no matter how much fear is in our chest, keep showing up. Until next time, guys.